Hello and welcome to Belly Button Therapy with Kareen. Today we're going to talk about relationships. It wouldn't matter if it's a relationship with your biological mother, your biological father, maybe you don't know them, but your grandparents, brothers, sisters, friends at school, people at work. We all have situations that cause a little bit of stress, a little bit of drama, a little bit of trauma. But what we're trying to do when it comes to relationships is we're trying to identify what patterns keep repeating. So belly button therapy is basically you can either take your pointer or your middle finger, put it in your belly button, above your clothing, or directly onto your skin. It makes no difference. It's up to you what you'd like to do. We're going to set our intention that as we work today, we're going to heal a lot of old information and knowledge about relationships. Some of us may have good relationships with our parents and some may not. But the goal is, as you get older and older, you simply have to understand that a lot of this miscommunication, the heartache, the pain, and suffering that we go through, we chose to do this before we were ever birthed into this lifetime. So they are challenges and issues that you really wanted to work on. And even though on a conscious level we think, why would I want to do that? I would agree with you. We don't want to go through a lot of pain and trauma. But the goal is to awaken our spirit and realize that at any time, whether they're on this earth plane or they're gone, that we can still connect through our heart and our lung energy. We can connect just telepathically or energetically and just let them know the things that have hurt you. And through love and forgiveness, that's how you're going to start healing your heart, healing your body, healing your mind. So as we work today, we're going to call in our angels, our guides, any of the energies that you trust and believe in for divine healing. We're going to ask that anything hidden, buried, covered up be brought to the surface. We're going to ask that any fears that you may have inherited through your mother and father be identified and cleared through your breathing. And then we're going to also ask that you be open and willing to make some transitions and changes to enhance your life. So the whole purpose of belly button therapy is the finger in the belly button, taking a nice deep breath way down to the lower dantian, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a really long, slow, exaggerated exhale. That's how we're going to make this happen. I am a dowser, so I'm going to use a pendulum. And as I'm working, I am just going above the belly button. Not that I have to, I could do it lower, but I want people to kind of see what I'm doing. It's opposite what you see, but when it goes this direction, to me that's 100% clear. If it goes 50%, I know I have to keep clearing, and if it goes lower, which would be 0 to 10%, I'm trying to clear this energy 100% for this soul and those souls out there listening to this. So this is all about relationships. It can be love relationships, it can be communication, it could be understanding. Those are the things we want to touch on. Whatever is blocking us, whatever is causing us challenges and issues in relationships, we always have to start back with our mom and dad. We always have to clear them. We must do it with a lot of love, a lot of forgiveness, and definitely no pointing the finger, no blaming, because this energy is all about clearing for everybody, bringing divine intervention, divine healing, and divine love. So with this, we're going to ask if we have any fear that we inherited. Let's go ahead and just take a breath in. You may not even know you have fear, but we all get it genetically encoded to us through the lifetimes we've lived, through the experiences we had. But what we're asking is, as we take this breath in and hold, fears we're aware of or unaware of that keep us stuck, trapped, unhappy, we're going to let it go. Good. And then the next thing we're going to do is clear blocks to relationships in general. I don't care if they're with friends, if they're with family members, they're soul family members, people you meet on the street and maybe don't even know. A lot of times it's just old lifetime energy you're bumping into, and we want to heal that as well. Let's be open to healing it. And I have a good energy there. Great, thank you. I want to clear blocks to love. Most of all, I want to clear blocks to loving ourselves. Sometimes we have a lot of challenges and issues, and maybe in relationships, people pointed out things, maybe faults we had, and then we start beating ourselves up mentally and emotionally, start critiquing and criticizing ourselves. And I tell your body, no, don't do that anymore. People beat you up enough that you have to forgive yourself. When you hear that self-talk and unkind words, if you just take a breath in, hold, acknowledging that you're critiquing and criticizing yourself and releasing. Follow with a breath of love and forgiveness. You'll do this till you create new patterns, okay? I just want to know blocks to loving ourselves. Where are we at? Well, we're at like 20%. It's not a big deal. We'll check on it when we're done. As we're working, I'm going to ask any thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you have about yourself, any judgments, any perceptions, any beliefs, saying you're not that great of a person, you're not kind, you're not lovable, you don't have enough self-esteem, you're unworthy. I want you to clear those thoughts now through your breath. Take a breath in. I want them to be cleared from first incarnation to infinity, from alpha to omega. I no longer want these belief systems, these perceptions, these judgments holding you back from living your life, being successful in life, and attracting good, happy relationships, and mostly the relationship you teach others how to treat you, how to love you, how to value you, and how to appreciate you. So we're at 50%, so we're going to keep clearing. Let's clear blocks to communication. Let's clear blocks to misunderstandings between our mothers and our fathers, their mothers and fathers. Let's clear any heartache, any sadness, whether it's in our mind, it's private, we don't share it with others, but maybe at night we cry over it. Let's clear all that pain. Let's ask our lungs and our heart energy to let go of any stubbornness, any injustices, unfairnesses to being loved, to being valued, to being appreciated. Good, that's good. Now I'm going to go back to blocks to love. I want to see what percent that's cleared. Very good. Now we're at 100% good. Let's check again our blocks to communication. Whether our family members are in our space or whether it's an old friend that we had an indifference and we're not talking to them, let's go back and clear up that energy with just breathing in love, exhaling forgiveness, whether you just get a picture of their face or just know the name, that maybe situations hurt you and you didn't get an opportunity to heal that. Let's heal it now. You can heal it even after this video. You can watch it over and over. I want to know what our blocks to communication are. Positive. Good. We're 100% positive, so that's really good. I want to go and clear any worry and stress that's deeply rooted in your body, in your mind, in your spirit when it comes to love. Love of self, love of God, love of man, love of woman, love of life. I want to get those all accumulated, checking our biological mother and our biological father, their mothers and fathers, lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetime, removing all the pain, all the heartache, all the sadness, whether we're aware of it or unaware of it. Let's clear all that genetic coding, that cellular memory. Let's clear it from our DNA and ask ourselves to stop reproducing these energies, causing conflict, challenges, and issues. Good. Let me see what the percent is. And so we're at like 50%, so we're going to come back and look at that as well. Sometimes we have a lot of subconscious and conscious clutter about what relationships are, love relationships, friend relationships, family relationships, neighbor relationships, co-worker relationships. But you know, the energy of all this is we're all soul family members. We don't always think the same. We don't always process the same. But let's stop our judgments. Let's stop our criticisms and our critiquing of other people, and therefore we can stop it with us. Sometimes our family members critique us or criticize us. Let's go ahead and take a breath in and ask for divine forgiveness, divine love. And if you feel you've done that to others, just visualize their face and just tell them you're really sorry that Divine forgiveness and intervention should heal everything. Good job. And now, expectations. Sometimes when it comes to relationships or love, we have expectations of others. They should look this way, they should think this way, they should dress this way. Let's clear our expectations, because what that says is we have so many high expectations of ourselves, and sometimes they're so high we can't meet them. And what that does is just create more injustices in your life, more sadness, more grief, more frustration, more anger. Let's clear all expectations. It's really good to live at the highest vibration you can, being kind, being nice, being thoughtful. But sometimes we may fall short, so let's forgive ourselves through our breath. Good. Sometimes people make a lot of demands on us. Sometimes relationships make a lot of demands. Sometimes our parents make a lot of demands. But let's go ahead and take a breath in. And let's breathe out and forgive all those high demands. Let's just ask that each soul love themselves, care for themselves. Stop critiquing and criticizing yourself. Be in the flow of life. Breathe in a lot of love. Exhale a lot of forgiveness. Breathe in a lot of kindness. Exhale a lot of thoughtfulness, kindness, and healing. And remember, always expect the most for yourself. Kindness, joy, thoughtfulness, intelligence, brightness, love, gratitude, and you will attract that also in your life. So as you breathe in, hold and exhale, just be have a lot of gratitude, a lot of graciousness, that your life is beautiful, wonderful, divine, and supported. And I want to thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and maybe send a link to a friend. This is all about internal healing for yourself, so that your life flows easily and effortlessly.